Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. I have here a few articles that I will use to show you how a US senator is not only an idiot, I think he's also evil. And I will tell you why. He's going to make some statements that actually are contradicted by evidence, by historical facts. And I will show you that. Let me show you this article first, which is the one in question. Comes from The Hill, and Kane says that Russia, Iran wouldn't tell US if they knew of impending terrorist attack. This imbecile right here, this evil guy, I'll tell you why he's evil, because I want to analyze it, analyze the statements. Senator Tim Kane, Democrat of, I think, Virginia, I don't know if that's, arrives on Capitol, blah, blah, blah. So this guy said Sunday that the difference between democratic and authoritarian regimes is that Russia and Iran would not tell the United States if there was going to be a terrorist attack in the US. Remember, first, I think that Russia is democratic on its own way, as the United States with its donors is democratic on its own way. Now, I don't know about Iran as much, but that is their democracies. But anyway, he says that they will not. There's a difference. Now, this guy is a senator. That means he should know shit. Now, how do they get the information? Through their personal intellectual endeavors, or they're told certain things by their staff that they hired. Correct? Correct. And then through their little nose of understanding how the wind blows in support for his election, and most importantly, the donors. So let me tell you and show you why this guy is an imbecile, because he doesn't understand some things that occurred in the past. He doesn't know them. Or if he knows them, then he is ignoring them. But let's start with this. He says, obviously, that these guys would not do that because they're not democracies. That is the main thing right there. So let me show you an example. Here you have, I said, okay, I knew of an example. That's why I looked for it. So I said, Russia warned US about terrorist attack, which it happened. Listen, so this is the result. I did this search, and this is the results. US has warned Russia. US warns of imminent Moscow attack. Did Russia ignore US extremists? US warned Russia. Putin dismisses. US embassy warns of imminent. Moscow considered more. That was not what I asked. What I asked was Russia warned US, not the US warned Russia. Where are the articles that if you don't put the right terms, and I'm going to tell you, Russia warned US about terrorist attack. Boston Marathon. Well, maybe I don't. Marathon. Because I remember that. And when you do that, oops, there you go. What do you find over there? Russia warned US about that guy, all right? Russia warned US about the Boston massacre bomb suspect. Russia warned FBI. But if you don't add that particular thing that you don't remember, you get the result I showed you. US has warned Russia. US warns Russia. Moscow attack. So do you think it's just a coincidence? Or it's a little algorithm somewhere? I knew about that because I know shit. I knew that Russia, their intelligence services, informed the Americans about the Boston massacre, terrorist attack by that bomber. I knew that. But if you don't know that and you just put Russia warned US about terrorist attack, nothing. So is Senator Kane, or whatever his name, wrong? Yes, he is. He is. Russia, I don't think it was a democracy when that Boston massacre occurred. So again, he's an imbecile or a liar or a bad person. Remember, he said there's no such a thing right here. I'm going to show you again. Iran would and Russia would not tell US. Now, let's go and look over these things, which I got them ready for you. Russia warned US about Boston Marathon bomb suspect. Tsarnaev report says, remember, this was in 2014. Was then Russia democratic? Again, this one. NBC News, Russia warned US about Tsarnaev, but spelling issue let him escape. Whose spelling issues? Diversity, inclusion, and what's that? Equity. Let him escape. Why? Because someone with fucking 6-inch long nails spell it wrong. Why? Illiterate people on the wrong jobs. I met many of these guys on good positions that they should not have. Now, was he wrong? Yeah. Okay. So should the United States help them? Let's say the Americans know of an impending attack on Russia. Should they know that? Should they let them know? I think they should. And I'm going to tell you why. My argument. So let's say you have an argument with your neighbor, adults. An argument, I don't know, something which is, let's say, United States of America and Russia. They're not at war. They're just not even adversaries, right? They're competitors. So let's say they are one against another, you and a neighbor. Let's say you don't like one another. You have a little issue about the fence between you and the neighbor. Now let's say you walk down the street and you see the neighbor's child about to being apprehended by a rapist or something else. You know what I mean? About to cause harm to that child. First, would you intervene to stop that? Or if you, let's say, could inform the father that this guy is going to apprehend and hurt an innocent child, civilian, just because you're upset with that guy about the fence, would you let him know about his child, innocent civilian, that is going to be harmed by that guy, or no? If you don't, then you're evil. Because I think your problem issue with your neighbor, which is very low compared with that, is about the child, is about an innocent victim, right? A civilian. Would you let them know? Of course you would. I would. If you don't, that's your problem. I don't think that's right. So that's one of the reasons why I think that they should inform one another if they know, regardless if you are, competing or adversaries. And returning to the article of this guy, senator, this is what he said. We also warned Iran a couple of months ago about a potential attack by ISIS there. Okay, good. Don't put a medal of extraordinary individual by doing that. I think it's just normal. So hold your horses. And he says this. But if you want to know the difference between democracies and authoritarians, we will tell nations if we are worried about their civilians. We would tell them. Russia or Iran would never tell us if they had news that there was going to be a terrorist attack in the United States of America, he added. How about this one? Right? About this one. I think I made my point enough. They did. This guy is just a pig. He's lying or is an imbecile. If he's lying, he's an evil guy right there. And he tells us that's the difference between democracies. Really, there's a lot of terrorist attacks occurring right now in the Middle East, in Gaza, I think. Is he going to warn anybody, this Democrat senator? I'm guaranteeing you not. Why? Doesn't meet the criteria in his values. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.